Oh man. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to season 3 of In the Blender. And as always, we're gonna start from here all the way into July. Once August hits, preseason football is officially underway, and we are ready for the 2025 season. But I figured I always do this so we have off-season content to talk about. And my first guest is uh, a dear friend of mine, and we'll talk about him some more when we come back.
Shake, 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 yeah, shake, 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 shake. Shake money in the place. Miami plays, Miami days, and the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Fins again. Miami plays, Miami days, and the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Fins again. Is you a fan or a troll? Are you trying to wish us good? Trying to take control, bringing problems to the hood. What takes your soul? Miami Dolphins bring the wood. Super Bowl is the goal. Tyreek Hill. I'm trying to kick it with Shake. You gotta be a real fan. No pretenders and fakes. We're gonna open up the line. Come correct with your takes. If you step into us blind, we're gonna show you the way. Miami plays, Miami days, and the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Fins again. Miami plays, Miami days, and the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Fins again. Never want the season to end. Mix it up a little with gin. And I remember when I knew that the Dolphins would win. Yeah, rockin' with Shake, rockin' with Shake. Let's go. I never want the season to end. Never. Mix it up a little with gin. That's right. Pass it off to one of my friends. Yeah, rockin' with Shake, rockin' with Shake. Larry K, what up? Phin-Addicts. TFTG, the tailgate. Miami Dolphins, baby. What up, Lou? Shake money. Crypto. Check it. Me? Todd bless y'all. Miami Dolphins #1. And we out. Miami Dolphins football, the greatest football team. We push the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. Respect us.
Yeah, man. Listen, that was Todd Bless, and he wrote this song. I just gave him the concept of what I wanted for the song. But if you notice, the last person he shout out was my first guest on season 3. And I think the reason, and actually I know the reason why he shouted him out, because everywhere he goes, the how they say, the value, the how can I say, the quality goes up. So with no further ado, I want to introduce to you the other half of the Currency Connection and my brother, Mr. Crypto. What's up, Crypto?
Hey, what's going on, Shake Money? And once again, I want to say happy birthday to you, man.
Oh, thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Yep, it's
Uh,
been a pleasure, man.
what's up, Joseph?
Pleasure being a co-host.
Hell yeah.
You say you're young. It's not your how old are
Yeah.
you. It's how young are you.
And of course, I'm drinking a mudslide in the historic cup. This is the first cup when we had the first game that we went to together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
It
what it
was,
was.
it was against the Giants.
Mudslide. Oh, that's okay. That's
Thank
what it
you.
was. The
Yeah.
mudslide.
No, the cup was, but we went to.
Oh, okay.
And by the way,
Yeah, we had. Remember they left the seats. They left extra cups in the row for us.
yeah, that was
We
from
picked up
last
some
game.
extra cups.
Yeah, that was from
Yeah,
last game.
the Giant game. I think was it
No,
one
it
of
was
them
the
games we
no, because
grabbed an extra cup.
the last one you didn't get a cup. I remember you didn't get a cup. Went to get a cup, and the guy sitting next to me left his cup, so I gave it to you.
Yeah.
And almost got into trouble.
Because I remember we had one in
Yeah,
the
we
the
because we
house.
were leaving. We leave, and I gave Batman that cup.
Yeah, we went back down to the parking lot.
Yeah, I gave Batman that cup. Yeah, so right now we are 1-1 when it comes to watching Dolphins games together.
Yeah,
1-1.
that's right. We did. We 1-1. Because the first one you didn't go to the Minnesota one, did you? You were
Mm,
at the Giants game in Arizona.
yeah.
So we have to break that losing streak, Shake. We need to break that
Well, we're
losing streak.
tied. We're not
We're
losing.
on a
Yeah,
slide.
yeah.
We're sliding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
man.
yeah,
I'm having a nice.
we'll
I'm
bounce
having a
back.
nice cohiba. This is some good shit right here.
I bet you it
So
is. I couldn't imagine how it tastes. Since I'm a non-smoker, I'm a drinker, so I can't.
yeah,
I told myself I'll take a smoke when I retire. The minute I light one up, that's when I'm fully retired.
yeah.
I'm
This
in
is
full
this is this is a
retirement.
good cigar.
Yeah. Hell, even a cigar. you know, that's what I'm in full retirement.
So let me ask you a question, real quick. You ever see in the military movies that drill
Yeah,
sergeant has a stogie in their
that's
mouth?
my
Is that
favorite.
true? Huh?
No, they don't do it no more. They phase that out as far as what they can do on base. You know, they only have designated smoke areas now where all the drill instructors go to smoke. Like they call them smoke pits. Ironically,
Hmm.
yeah, smoke pits.
Is that where they make the barbecue?
yeah, no, everybody go and smoke. In the military term, when you say a smoke pit, it's either a burn pit, Nene knows, or smoke pit where you're going to smoke.
All right, Joseph. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming by. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you, man. Much love to you,
Yeah,
brother.
y'all hit the like button,
Appreciate the birthday
Joseph.
wishes too, by the way. So,
Miami Vice, 84 to 89.
oh yeah.
Yep,
So anyway, man,
it's cool.
let's talk about your recent travels. You say you've been to the every stadium for the AFC East. Let's start with that. How would you rank them?
I finally made all my rounds
How would
last
you
year.
rank them?
Last year
First to
is
worst.
official.
From first to worst. Which one? How would you rank them?
Of course, I'm going to say Miami first. I would say, perfect weather, everything. But then just outsetting Miami aside, I would say New England is after Miami.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm judging it based on fans and stadium activity as far as introductions, celebrations, the pregame hype, all that stuff. I would say New England is right there. I would say, yeah. But New England is better than us as far as our intros. I would say that. They're number one. I would give it New England. As far as the intro
Mm,
and fireworks combination intro, I would say theirs is better. But because of our fan experience and the weather and the relaxation in Miami, especially if you on the third level because you completely shaded, we get the tops. We edge them out when it comes to overall, um, you know, comfort level. Put it like that.
yeah.
Because you could be in Miami, you could forget about that a game is actually going on. Let it be one of those 9 to 6 games. You won't even know anybody's on the football field.
Yeah.
you know, you be sitting there chilling, eating, having a good old time. People in the on the level with you.
Hmm.
So Miami's got to do their best to keep the fans engaged Or else it could be you could be easily disconnected as a in a Dolphin stadium. Easily.
Yeah. So you like the
Especially for
Patriot Stadium?
those
So,
poor people on the first level that's sitting in the sun. Oh, they're out
mhm.
of it.
So
I
you
can
like the
only
Patriots?
imagine.
You like the Patriots, the stadium first, right?
Yeah, I would say I would rank New England number one.
Okay. How
Yeah.
about number two?
And another thing about New England, the design, you can go in their causeway and still see the field. Like if you not underneath one of those bridges, the what you call it. If you
Huh?
was on there, it's almost like you're on the field.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny
Hmm.
is the New England
If you're not
Stadium
on
is
the
kind of
if
like
you're not
a
on another level. Hmm.
the New England Stadium is kind of like a horseshoe, kind of like the University of Miami's old stadium.
Yeah, it's built kind of like that. It's got a Soldier Field type opening. No, I won't say Soldier Field because when I was in Soldier Field, I couldn't really get a gauge because I was much smaller then. I couldn't. Well, I was kind of in the same area of the stadium, but it was different, kind of like the Eagles stadium in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I would say New England has that definitely. Well, every seat's a good seat. Put it like that. Every seat's a good seat there.
And it was a night game, so you really enjoyed yourself.
Yep. Yep. That's when I did. I had my all my primetime games that year. Well, most of them were because of this year I went to a primetime game too. So yeah.
All right.
So it was a night game. Yep, that was a night game.
So how
I'm
about
kind of hoping for Sunday night games because it make travel easier. Cleveland would have been another night game if they moved it. Remember they moved it, they
yeah.
flexed that game. That was
Mhm.
originally supposed to have been another night game for me,
Yeah.
and they moved
But
it up
both
three
teams were
hours,
kind
so
of
it's a
like
4 o'clock.
both
You
teams were
know,
like on the tail end of their you know what I'm saying? So they're like
the season ending.
there's,
Yeah,
there's no
both
there's no reason for me
exactly to make it prime time. They said they made the Bengals get Steelers game in prime time
which
because
was
it was
at the
playoff
time.
implications.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Which, by the way, if the Patriots would have beaten if the Bengals would have beaten the Patriots week one, Patriots be in the playoffs, and
You mean the
Patriots
Bengals?
will have the number one overall seed.
No, yeah, they would have the number one draft pick, and the
Yeah, that's
Bengals
what I
would have
meant.
made the
That's what I meant.
playoffs.
The number
Yeah,
one draft pick. My bad. You're
hmm
right.
they would have clinched the number one draft pick. So it's crazy how a week one game between those two teams made the difference in the entire season by the time the season was over, and that was
Dang.
week one.
Yeah.
That's week one. It's crazy how just a different outcome in that game against both those two teams, both of those two seasons, two teams would have had different outcomes as far as a draft and as far as Bengals making the playoffs and playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, actually, they would have played Buffalo first. And they'd had a chance to knock off Buffalo to go play the Chiefs.
And I believe
So
Gerard
we
Mayo.
could have had
Listen.
a different matchup in the Super Bowl altogether had that happened. I'm just saying now I'm playing butterfly effect now. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Here's my belief. Here's my belief. It's Michael K. What's up, Michael K?
What's up,
Anyway,
Michael? Hey.
here's my belief. I believe that Gerard Mayo was a sacrifice lamb no matter what.
Yeah, Michael. Say that again.
Gerard Mayo
Sacrificing him.
yeah, even if they had the
Hmm.
number one seeder, I mean number one pick or not. I think
He would have.
yeah,
They would have
what's it called?
sacrificed him.
Yeah, because
Mm.
who's the coach? What's the coach they have now?
Brable.
Vrabel was taking a year off because he was getting paid by the Titans. He was getting, so he's like, let me take a year off. I'll come back next
Kind of
year.
like Sean Payton. What Sean Payton did.
Sean Payne did
Go
that.
sit in the
Big
bay. Yeah,
Angelo did that too.
go sit in the booth and then
Mm-hmm.
because he took a year out before he came to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, the only one that didn't do that was Bill Belichick. He went to college. No, he took the year off last year. Never mind. He took a year off last year. So yeah,
Yeah.
he got paid.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in college this year. He got his son with him. So what's
Okay.
the next stadium on the list from the AFC East? Bon Joe, what's going on?
I'm gonna say hmm. Ease of use, I'm gonna have to give the edge to Buffalo.
All right. Well, what did you like about Buffalo Stadium?
They have a similar thing too because their bleacher style stadium. I was, they must have knew I was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because that last seat on the bleacher had a cushioned seat. Every other seat didn't have a cushion, but the one I was slated to sit in just so happened to have a cushion. So I'm going to give Buffalo Bills the edge over the Jets just for those accommodations for crypto.
Tony H. Tony was at the Buffalo Stadium too. And what did
I
you?
don't know if they gave I don't know if they gave Tony those accommodations, having
Mhm.
nice luxury cushioned seats and
Yeah,
massages and stuff. Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
know that, but they've accommodated me in that fashion. So I'm going to give Buffalo the edge there for the
That's what's up.
accommodations.
And what I know you told me you saw a guy make a smoker out of a fouling can, a box or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. He made a oven out of a cardboard box. Listen to me. Now
Yeah,
this is crazy. It sounds crazy. It sounds insane, right?
yeah.
Because you figure cardboard is just not going to stand up well with heat and fire, right? But it
Hmm.
was lined with fireproof foil and that fire retardant stuff that you buy for your dryers and stuff, out of Home Depot. So it could withstand very high temperatures and stuff. So that stove, that oven that they made, it only costed probably like $30 to make. So I'm like, well, goddamn, you can fold it up, take it out in the backwoods, and take it to a tailgate. And then he cooked in it, and it only took like 2-3 minutes to make the meal that they was making, the hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff in there and shish kebabs. So he put some shish kebabs in there. So it was pretty good. So it was a cardboard box oven right there outside the stadium at Skidmark Stadium. Yeah. Oh, you on mute, Shake. I think
What
your
about
mic on
MetLife
mute.
Takeover, MetLife Stadium? How did you like that one?
Okay. MetLife was good. MetLife, I would say, it was good. This I was sitting in the same area that I was sitting at when I was at the Baltimore's game the first time, so I was in the end zone, the left corner end zone. I would have to say I still, I guess because my eyesight ain't gone bad yet.
Hmm.
Um, every seat is a good seat until your eyes go bad. Even when I was in the nosebleed seats in that stadium, it was still like I was on the field. I was on the sideline. So yeah, I would say MetLife was good. The seating was okay. I would probably rather set around the 20-yard line though,
Hmm.
just so I can get better pictures of when the players are going in the other end zone. I'm not looking behind them like the Madden view. I'd rather have the other view, bird's eye
Hmm.
sideline, more of a sideline view. When I'm taking pictures and video, when I'm trying to film a play and
Yeah.
film the offenses and defenses playing and stuff. So from that perspective, uh, that's where next time I go to MetLife, I'll make sure I got the 40-yard line seats. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was it was pretty cool. The experience is good. Now I would give the Jets props when it come to their when they do their fan thing. Not the JT, it's just crap. I'm talking about the other stuff they did with the jumbotron. They put fucking Ric Flair on the jumbotron,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they
That's
had
what's up.
everybody doing the Ric Flair thing on the jumbotron. So that was a memorable thing when the Jets had Ric Flair up there doing they were doing the Ric Flair thing.
The woo.
The woo, yeah, yeah. freaking when we what was it? What was it? The third quarter, but before the game became a blowout. It was like the third quarter. It was like a 2 point game or whatever. The next thing you know, we're losing by 20 something points. Was
Mhm.
It was the Tanner Connor drop pass, and then we missed the field goal, and then that's when everything all hell broke loose, and then the Ric Flair thing came on, and it was just the rest was history
Cat for
at
life.
that
What's
point.
up?
you know,
So,
but
but
yeah,
the other, tell me through the other games that you went to. I know you went to at least last year. You went to Cleveland, like Bone Thugs
yeah,
when I'm
Cleveland.
from Cleveland, L.A.
Yep,
and what's the
the
other
LA
one?
experience was perfect. That's my favorite stadium out of all of them. But yeah,
Yeah,
what's yeah, that made me want to pack up my bags and move to California.
damn, that's what's up. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the stadium experience I got in LA. That was just insane. I think every architect, when you build a new stadium, they need to go get sulfite plans and just kind of mimic that. You know what I'm saying? Because they got everything. The view, the cheerleaders, the fans, the everything, the chants, the everything is just perfect.
Yeah, and they
Especially if
share a
it's a
stadium,
primetime game at night
and they share a stadium with the Chargers too.
with
So
with the Chargers. Yeah, so it's which is crazy because you got the two teams. 'Cause remember back in the day, the LA Rams became
mhm,
the Los Angeles Rams, right? Back before they did that whole switching back and forth thing.
mhm.
And that's when the Oakland Raiders moved to Los Angeles and they was the Los Angeles Raiders and they shared the Coliseum together. So
Yeah,
that's twice where the city of Los Angeles hosted two NFL franchises
yeah, and
in the
then there's
same stadium.
and there was a period where they had none at one time. L.A., the
There's a
city of
period where
L.A.
they had no teams, exactly. And then
Mhm,
now they got two teams again,
mhm.
um, from, what you call, the only team yet to go there is the San Francisco 49ers. They become the Los Angeles 49ers.
And it's like Oakland.
They're the only team that's left not
If
to
you
go
think
to
about it,
LA.
if you think about it, Oakland had the Golden State Warriors at one time. They had Oakland A's and the Oakland Raiders. Now
Hmm.
they have no teams in Oakland anymore.
No teams, right. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Now, in order for them to do the quadfecto, I think the 49ers needs to move to Los Angeles. You heard it here first.
49ers, you think they might win a Super Bowl when they go to LA? Fine. No,
Yeah,
they
they might
they
actually
have
win in the
five,
Super Bowl.
but they're on
They
a
can get their
three-game
sixth
losing
Super
streak right
Bowl.
now. They're on a three-game losing streak.
Yeah, that's right. They did. They lost their last three Super Bowls. Yeah. Yep.
So
Damn. That's crazy, ain't it? First they won their first 4 or 5, right? Or something like
mhm,
that. I think they won
yeah,
like 5 straight, and then now they lose for 3 straight.
and it's what's funny is it's the opposite of Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos lost five, and then won their last three.
Then won their last, yeah, exactly. Won their last 3. Yep.
Well, no, actually, never mind. They lost one
They
in
lost
between.
4.
They lost. They won. Yeah, they won
Well,
3 out of 4. So they
yeah,
lost to
remember,
the Seahawks.
yeah, so the Seahawks were before the Carolina
Yeah,
game.
Seahawks was
Which one
before.
came?
Yeah, remember? Yeah, they got kicked. They got blown out in that Super Bowl.
Oh, and then they came back in that ugly game against Carolina. That's right. So
Yes, that
yeah.
was Super Bowl
So
50,
it
as
was
a
a
matter of
break.
fact. Super Bowl 50.
Okay, so they had a break. So they lost 3 Super Bowls, won 3.
No, they won.
Yeah,
They lost 5.
because they lost 3 in the 80s, and then 1 in the
Yeah,
90s,
they
right?
lost. And they were like 0-5 before they lost. They won their first one.
Before they won. Because remember, the end of the 90s, they won the 2 with Elway. Remember,
Yeah,
before he got up
Elway.
out
Yeah.
of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but
crazy.
anyway,
You think about those
let's talk about
franchises, man. But
let's talk
yeah,
about the
those
Dolphins.
that was my Stevia experience. That was what I would say. I'm going to give LA
Okay.
the best of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about the Cleveland Stadium? How did you
I
like that
think
one?
I think even Andrevius might agree with me on that. Because Andrevius went there too.
How about the Cleveland one?
That was good. it was weird, man. I thought in a strange way, Cleveland Stadium is almost like Buffalo's. It's by the lake. It's open. It's by the lake. It's by a lake, right? Well, Cleveland's more literally on the lake. You might as well. I could throw a rock out of the stadium and hit Lake Erie, in freaking
Damn.
Cleveland.
Was
You
it
know,
cold? Were you freezing your ass off?
sorta, but not quite. It was more like rainy there. It was more rainy and misty. It wasn't really snowing. It was more like it was wet and damp and misty. It was like in the 30s, like 30s and 40s, but it warmed up to like a little bit above 40 something, and boy, it got almost 50 because the mist and the rain and stuff. So it was almost like a mild game. It was the I would say the average temperature was upper 40s, lower 50s because of the rain. So I thought it was gonna be now at nighttime. Had we played that night game in Cleveland, oh yeah, it would have probably snowed and it would have been probably in the high 20s or 30s. Just that 3 hours difference. Then I probably would have been miserable. Remember, leading up to the game, I was like, "This is gonna be my most miserable game out of all of them." I was like banking on it and preparing for it. And then next thing you know, the game got flexed, and then next thing you know, the weather increased by 25 degrees.
God damn. Well, at least it
Yeah,
wasn't like
so
the
I'm
Kansas
like,
City game.
so it wasn't. No, I wasn't nowhere near that. It was like 50-degree difference from that game. you know, but yeah, Grumpy
What
can
would you
attest
rank
for
that
that.
stadium in the stadiums you've been to?
The who?
What would you rank that stadium? What would you grade that stadium?
I'm putting it right there with Buffalo. I would say they're more like fourth.
Yeah.
No, well, for last year, I would
Yeah.
say yeah. I would say yeah. I would give them because I like the seating there too. Like I said, until my eyes go bad, shake every seat's a good seat.
Hell yeah.
you know, but
I agree. Just being in the building is fine by me. You know what I'm saying?
yep, just being in the building at the moment. Now, the minute my focus start losing, I'm like, oh, got to go down to the lower level.
Yeah, man. And
I ain't
unfortunately,
mind no, but I'm not hiding. I'm not holding binoculars ever. Well, I'm not gonna say ever. Screw that.
yeah.
It's not. It's no fun. Why
Yeah.
are you at a game with binoculars?
hmm Are you trying to read the plays or something?
no. Yeah, that's
So,
crazy.
and what's crazy is last year, all the games that you traveled, you were like 1-4 or something like that, 1-3.
Mm. Wait a minute. I was reading the chat. I was reading what Michael K was saying about the Bills tailgate. Go ahead and shake.
Well, I was saying, out of all the games, we were like one. You only had one win. You only saw one win, and that was the LA game.
Yep, it was the LA game. Yep. Man, that's crazy when you think about it. Now the LA
Especially,
has set aside the LA Vikings because we even lost that game. That's the one I was. Remember, I tell you, I was going there to get Justin Jefferson's autograph. I said we was gonna score 45 in that game. We only scored like 16 or something like
mhm.
16 points. I was like,
Yeah,
I was
man.
way the hell off on that score. I said 45. Stephen D asked me to give a score prediction in the at the tailgate, and I just threw the number out there. I said 45 to 40. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Hang on.
So, all right,
There you go. No,
yeah,
somebody was on the phone
all
coming
right.
in. All right.
So, all right. Speaking of grades, what grade would you give the season last year?
I'm giving our grade C minus,
C
D
minus.
plus. Yeah, C
All right.
minus to D plus.
Who was the
Because the
offensive?
expectations were so high
Uh,
and we didn't get the job done because we were supposed to be building to a point where we're perennial playoff
yeah.
contenders and making deep runs while in the playoffs.
hmm
Not only we didn't do that, we didn't even get to the dance.
Yeah.
It was like the Jets game 2 years ago where we needed to beat them and needed another team to lose. We needed New England. Well, we needed New England to lose.
Yeah. And Buffalo
To
beat them
lose.
handedly.
And, right. and it ended up,
Yeah, this
we
three out of
made it.
the yeah three in the last 5 years, 3 out of the 3 times we were on standby. We only got in one time. Last year we were on standby too. We
Hmm.
needed the Broncos to lose, and they won.
Right, right. We needed another team to lose. Like remember when we did beat the Jets, but we
Hmm.
still needed Buffalo
Yeah,
to beat the Patriots. They
and they
did.
did.
They actually did because the
Hmm.
Patriots owned the tiebreaker over us at the time. So we needed two things to happen with us winning against the Jets. We didn't even take care of business against the Jets, so it was an
Yeah,
epic
and the reason
failure.
that the Bills remember the reason the Bills won was because remember that I believe that was the year where if
They had two
they
kickoff
had
return for
they
touchdowns.
needed to win that game. Needed to win that last game because they were tied with Cincinnati. If they would have lost that game to New England, they would have lost. They had
The
that number one seed tied.
Cincinnati would have got the home field that year
Hmm.
because remember they canceled and postponed the game, so they couldn't
Yeah,
redo the game. So they
hmm,
them two teams end up having one less game played or
yeah.
counted
So
because they
yeah,
voided out
and
the win the game.
yeah, had they beat Cincinnati, they would have went to Atlanta and played Kansas City.
Yeah, yeah, they would. Are you talking about Cincinnati? I mean
Yeah,
Buffalo
Buffalo would have went to Atlanta to play Cincinnati. No, I
to
mean
play
to play
Cincinnati.
Kansas City. They lost to Kansas City. I mean Cincinnati in Buffalo. But yeah, had they beat Cincinnati, they would have went to Atlanta to play Kansas City in a neutral
Yeah, it was
site.
something. It was weird why they had to move it to a neutral site if they would have lost or Cincinnati would have had to win. I think
Yeah.
because they ended up with one less game. Everybody played 17 games, and them two teams played 16 games. Well, at least had 16 games counted on their record because they voided out that game that they canceled. I thought they just gonna give Cincinnati the win because they was up when they postponed the game. You know. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So who did you? I know this is a hard question. Who do you think was the offensive and defensive MVP? I know it's hard, but
Offense is tough. I'm gonna go Jason Sanders.
Jason Sanders. And how about defense? Defense, Jason Sanders too.
Jason Sanders.
Offense and defense.
Offense and defense. Damn. Hmm. Uh. Oh, damn. We just signed him, but I'm not gonna give it to Chop. Chop had a good years on the second half of the year.
Hmm.
He made some key plays. Um. I'm great. I guess I'm grading him on the curve. I would say in totality, he'd have played well.
Hmm.
Zyler. Um. Hmm. That's a good one,
Even
Shake.
I'll tell you what. Even Ramsey had
I
at
want to
times
say
a
I
bad
say
year.
Ramsey is the easy one, yeah, because he had a down year. Not as good as it could have been. Poyer was just god awful.
Yeah.
Holland was pedestrian. Kohu couldn't freaking cover nobody on the boundary as well as he needed to.
Hmm.
Um, this is where Elijah Campbell would have been a default player if he was still, you know, an option for us.
Hmm.
Uh, Jordan. Uh,
Hey, I'll tell you what.
our
Considering,
linebacker play was ass at
damn,
times.
I'll tell you what. Considering what he had to work with,
I would say the entire defensive line was
yeah,
the
considering what
MVP.
Anthony Weaver had to work with, I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it was more of a scheme thing, Shake. It was more of a scheme thing while we was schematic as far as collectively that they played
Hey,
versus
that's their favorite
one
word, the collective.
individual standout. Exactly. I'm gonna give it to the collective when it comes to the defensive MVP. But I would still say
Are you gonna throw what's that guy?
Zyler, Zach
No,
Zyler,
no. Are you gonna give it to Tom Garfinkel too? The collective.
Garfinkel. Yeah, yeah. Damn. Shit. Tom Garfinkel.
So what did you think of the free agency this year?
I'll be honest with you. My expectations is low, Shake, when it comes
Hmm.
to how they're gonna go about moving forward with the roster, as far as whether we are retooling or just quietly rebuilding, meaning with quietly tanking. That they don't want to win a lot of games, because they really want to hit the reset button.
Hmm.
So they kind of like meandering their way through the off season with these picks here and there, with these acquisitions, people who either injury prone or just they best years are behind them, or statistically they may be number one because they only played one half of one game. you know, it's crazy.
Hmm.
Like the cornerback we just signed. Yeah, statistically he's number one, but he only played like 2 minutes of football.
Yeah.
you know, so what do we got to lose in that scenario? Which tells me, I know Lewis mentioned this before,
Hmm.
that they might be quietly tanking, but without making it blatantly obvious
Yeah.
based on the personnel moves that they're making. Now we'll get the final decision here in a little over 5 weeks, because 5 weeks from now is the draft. So in
Yeah.
about 5 weeks, we'll know whether or not it's official that they're about to lay an egg this season, and nobody should be disappointed because it's intentional.
Yeah.
Now, if your expectations high, you're going to cry. If your expectations low, then look out.
Yeah. So you don't you what are you expecting? Like what? How many wins you expecting this year?
I'm expecting 8 wins.
That's the ceiling.
Someone, yeah, 8 the ceiling. The floor is 4.
Okay.
That's the floor. When the bottom really falls out, well, actually, you could say it's not really a floor. That's more like the abyss. So it's not even a floor, It's bottomless pit. So yeah, 4 wins
Yeah.
at the all-time low, and all-time high. I'm gonna say 8 to 9. If we get 9, then Mike McDaniel should be coach of the year. You heard it here first.
Yeah. That's what's up.
I'm putting him in there. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna go in there and walk in, turn in the tag for him for coach of the year.
Yeah, and he'll get like
I
an
was gonna be.
extension.
I
Well,
was
he
gonna
has an
be real.
extension already.
I was gonna be real brutally honest, Shake, and say Mike McDaniel deserves coach of the year if we pass the 50-yard line.
Damn.
God damn. That would be
You,
too brutal.
you
Yeah.
think you think Tua is gonna play a full season, or this is the last year for him? Because right now they haven't restructured him yet, which is kind of um, eye opening. Because coming into free agency, had they
Mhm.
restructured him, we probably would have more money to get some better free agents.
Right. To that point, Shake, that's probably why they just gonna let things play out. They're saying, okay, we'll get some rookies on this team in the draft. They're probably gonna use all 13 picks. Not 13 picks. However many they got, they might
11. We got
just
11
use
this
them
year.
all. 11. They
Yeah,
might
11.
actually use all 11 like they did during the year they drafted Tua. They
Mhm.
used damn near all 14 of those picks,
Yeah. Yeah, they
right?
did. They did trade up here and there, but it was
Yeah, every
sparingly.
single one that they got, they actually made a selection, and then they just cut them, as this, training camp.
You know what's funny is
I'm saying they're gonna do that this year, but aggressively moving backwards, not up to get
CB83.
somebody. They're gonna be draft. Here's another hot take.
Yes,
I
sir.
said it
83.
before.
What's up, CB?
What's up?
Go ahead.
CB 41.5 is in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I say this is a hot take. I said it before, Shake.
Yeah, what's up?
It's an unpopular opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins are going to do what the Detroit Lions did a couple of years ago. But instead of moving up 20 picks to get 13 to get Jameson Williamson like Detroit did and the deal they made with the team with them,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be on the receiving end of another team moving up 20 picks to get our 13th pick. There you go.
Yeah.
That 13th pick is somebody else's. It's not a Dolphins pick.
Yeah. I think another telltale sign is if Chris Greer trades back to stockpile for next year's draft.
Right. Yep. That's going to be the ammo move. And he's
Mhm.
got grace to do it. He's got the
Yeah,
grace to do it.
yeah. I mean, I remember people. One of the underrated things was the year we got Josh Rosen. Yeah, we got an additional second the year after. Then with a late round pick, we got Josh Rosen. So
Mm.
we did use a second round draft pick, but at the end of the day, we got another
Yeah.
second round on
At
top of
another
that.
year
Mhm.
when we did Rosen. Because Arizona was already signaling they want to go yet again pick another quarterback with the number 1 pick, which they did.
Mhm.
So they was able to deal with the Saints and then flip it with us to
Yeah,
get
and they
this.
got a
We
wide
give up
receiver,
a second pick to get,
which
to get that pick to get
they
Rosen.
got a wide receiver which never really amounted to anything. So
Who's
that should
that?
tell you right there, man. That
You talking about?
draft picks are a crapshoot.
Yeah. Yep. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to work out well with them with Kyler Murray. They almost made the turnaround I thought they were going to make. They was
Mhm.
number 1 in their division midway through the season, and they had a nice lead too. They had like a 2-game lead or so, and then things just fell apart after that Viking game.
Yeah.
They should have won that division, but it fell apart at the end.
Who do you
But
want?
I think Chris Greer is moving back. That's
Yeah,
a hot take.
who do you want for first round? Besides, so trade back is your pick for the first for number 13 is the trade back
Hmm.
that would be your
Trade back to either late first round or early second round, and
yeah
get an additional 3 picks.
because if you trade to second round, right? To the
I'm
second round,
asking for 3 picks, a
you'll
combination of
get
3
more.
players.
Yeah,
Yes.
you'll get more.
Hmm.
Accumulate more draft picks that way
Yep. I'm going to
than
get
just a normal
two picks
swap.
this year and 1 pick next year with that move.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm asking for. 2 extra picks in that same round,
Mm-hmm.
right? If a team has got them extra picks this year, and or a player if it doesn't work out for an extra pick in the same round, and altogether I'm trying to get 3 extra second round picks along with our second round picks already. So I'm trying to stack them right there in that round. That's the sweet spot. If I can get 3 to 4 picks from pick 31 to 50, I'm golden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if I can get 4 picks between pick number 31 to 50, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in heaven. That's the sweet spot. Especially says this is a deep draft and it's a lot of talent from 1 through 100. Oh yeah, you better believe if I got 4 picks from 31 to 50, I'm good. Who gives a shit about the 13th pick? We're not winning anything this year, anyways.
Yeah, I agree. God damn.
Yeah,
So, hey, listen.
that's what I say.
Last,
That's the hot take. Maybe unpopular, but hey, I'm trying to get 4 second-round picks in 2025 and 1 first-round pick in 2026. That's my
so you
goal
have two. Yeah, so you
in
have
this
two.
draft. hmm
Yeah.
It gives me 2 first-round picks next year, and it gives me 4 second-round picks this year. Right there in the mid rounds. And I'm
It's
dealing with
50.
teams that's in that range. Those are the ones I'm on the phone with. I'm not calling anybody that's like Kansas City or Baltimore
Yeah.
or because they're too low down in that round. They're picking in the freaking 60s and 70s and stuff. No, I'm not doing that with
Cat
them.
for Life has a question. Is
I'm not doing business with
Jackson
them.
Dart of 50 is 50 Jackson Dart territory, or will he be gone by then?
Yes. He might be gone. That's what I'm saying. 31. If he slips out of the first round, which would be a miracle, that means somebody probably caught him smoking crack somewhere in the college dormitory somewhere. So maybe he goes to 31 cap, but he would have to be Laramie Tunsiled out of the first round.
Yeah. So you think he's going first round? I know
Yeah.
Shador Sanders is going to be like a top 5 pick at least.
Yeah. So if I'm staying there now, if I'm going in the other direction, Shake, and I'm putting really the chips on the table to say this is the year everybody has to go and dispose of, I'm going in the other direction with my pick. Instead of going from 13 to the 30s and the late 20s, I'm trying to get up to the top 2, if not 1. If Tennessee is shopping, I'm calling Tennessee to see if they're shopping that pick. Because now I'm definitely moving off Tua now at this point. I'm going in the other direction. And Cam Ward would be my quarterback.
By the way, Lewis has a message for you. What does that mean? That you recycle?
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that guy. I don't know. I never
Hey,
met
by
him.
the way, I was
I
watching the
never
last
met him.
episode. I was watching the last episode of In the Blender, and we were talking about how when we went to La Carreta, which is going to be our tradition when you come to Miami, La Carreta. He had a Cuban sandwich the first time, but the second time he actually had a steak and rice steak, like with me. So he actually broke bread with us and had a nice Cuban meal with us the second time.
Yeah, he had to be shamed out of it. He had a Cuban meal for right there that time. But you see, he was ready to order that Cuban sandwich.
Yeah.
We had to put our fist down and say, "What the hell are you doing?"
I remember. Man, listen, man.
Yeah.
By the way, him and I remember this, man. This was historic picture right there, man.
Yep.
That's Tony.
That's the west parking lot, right? We were in the west. We was in the west parking lot.
By the way, Tony and Lewis will be in the blender sometime this month or next month actually. I got DJ Vince coming in. Next week,
DJ Vince.
Week, as a matter of fact,
he gave us those beers there.
You know, DJ Vince will be in the blender this Tuesday. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, what he was
Scott
cooking
Jackson,
on the grill was nice.
On, my brother Scott Jackson, man, that's my dog right there. I love Scott Jackson. He's been a day one, and
hell yeah. For sure.
Only for you, Shake, again, because crypto is damn.
I don't know who that is.
I think he has a strong opinion.
I guess he was somebody in there. What you call it?
No, I appreciate Lewis, man. Lewis.
I was trying to get that reward that Sharif gave him the casual fan award. I was trying to get it revoked, but now I'm gonna have to make sure it doesn't get revoked. We're gonna have to keep that intact.
Yeah.
Sharif is giving out bona fide awards. Lewis
Yeah,
won it
Sharif.
back-to-back seasons.
Well, we gotta figure
The
out
casual
what
fan
Madden has
award.
to say now, because he's been playing Madden, so
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, he has been. Oh yeah,
Right.
for sure. But yeah, don't worry, Lewis. I'll make sure that you get to keep your award.
So let me ask you this.
I
All
want-
right, we did the duos game. Remember the duos game? We had the duos game. Let me refresh your memory. It was
The
Ricky and
top
Ronnie.
two. Mhm.
Ricky and Ronnie, right? The Marx brothers.
Mhm.
Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas,
Right.
Ricky and Ronnie, the Marx brothers, Dwight Stevenson and Richmond Webb.
Pouncey, Mike Pouncey.
No,
Oh.
Dwight Stevenson, Richmond Webb, and then
Oh, you use this lineman. Okay.
finally was Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor. You went with Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas for last year's
Yeah.
team. Do you
Last year I did.
do you still go with Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas? Would have made a bigger difference, or do you think one of the running backs or the wide receivers would have made a difference,
The way our offense was so
or the offensive
terrible.
lineman? The center
No.
and left
Offensive
guard.
lineman. Richmond Webb could have been the all-star. I mean, the Hall of Famer he is, and Stevenson could have been. It wouldn't have helped the decision making with the offense. Nah, I don't think they would have made an impact.
What about Ricky
Because
and
I
Ronnie?
run-
Do you think Ricky and Ronnie would have helped?
Ricky and Ronnie, maybe. Yeah, the style of running backs, it could have, because our running backs were A-Chain and Mostert at the time. Because I'm counting last season that they had, not the year before. It could have, but I'm gonna still say
Zach Thomas
and
and Jason Taylor.
yeah, because our linebackers was horrible. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jason and Zach
So you're gonna stick to your guns and
on
say
this year's
Jason-
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the best that happened this year's team, yeah. As far as being, it may have swung some things. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give it to them.
So
Ricky and Ronnie is kind of like a wash between. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong.
he wants to change my pick to Cleo Lemon and Joe Philman as my two difference makers. I don't think they were on the same team, but
There you go.
Shout out to
Yeah, okay.
Marino. Hey, listen, Marino on last year's team. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
The offensive line really wouldn't have made it.
Now that would now actually that with Marino and Richmond pairing would have definitely made a difference.
Yeah.
We're in the Super Bowl at that time.
Yeah.
You know. Oh yeah.
So all right, check this out, man. This year, we got to close this down early. And listen, Crypto, I appreciate you for kicking off the In the Blender. So we got
Shake.
We got a new way to end. I have 5 categories, all right, and you tell me this is all-time Miami Dolphins, because I know you're a historian. So I'm gonna shuffle the cards, right, and then so I'm gonna list off. Well, we'll see. We'll see as we play along.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'll give you 5 categories. Scott Jackson said Tua, not Marino. Or did I read that wrong?
Oh my goodness.
I think because I remember Scott Jackson. I think he's a Tua fan. I think him and Batman are Tua fans.
Okay.
I hope I'm not mistaken. Misquoting you, Scott Jackson. No, but I love me some Scott Jackson. All right, you ready?
Okay.
All right. Your all-time Miami Dolphins. Good call, Shake, to end the. God damn, he's really out for you.
I don't know that. I don't know what that is.
God damn. So all right. Who's your favorite D lineman of all time? Dolphin.
D lineman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Taylor.
Jason Taylor.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna go with JT. Yeah.
All right.
I was
All
gonna
time
say
safety.
Tim Bowens, but no, I'll go with Taylor.
I'm gonna change that to edge and defensive tackle. But right now
Yeah, I
we'll go
want to
with Taylor.
because I want to put Bowens was a hell of a good one.
Hell yeah. Hey, by the way, one thing about Bowens, him and Tony have a lot in common. They both have 7 toes. Because I remember, was that Tony had 7 toes down? He's 7 toes down. That's what Bowens had. Bowens had
toes.
he had like 2 toes. He had like
Seven.
3 toes missing. So,
Damn. 3 toes. Shit.
yeah.
So you said
All
safety?
right. Safety.
I'm not gonna go Oliver. I'm gonna go with I'm
Former
gonna go
Gator
with
Oliver?
yeah, the Louis Oliver. He was one of my favorites. But I'm gonna say Brock Marion.
All right, Brock Marion. Remember, you can't
Yeah.
give this to another. You can't give this to another. You can't give this to Jason Taylor or Brock Marion. All right, your defensive MVP.
Right. Between the two?
No,
Just
no,
overall. No.
all-
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Defensive MVP of all time?
Yeah. You can't say Brock
Ooh.
Marion or Jason Taylor.
Or Taylor. Right.
Mhm.
I can't say Zach Thomas though.
Yeah, you can. Okay, that's what's up. All right, we
Yeah.
got 2 more categories that we're gonna go to.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis the Truck Oliver. Hell yeah, he was.
Yep. I wanted to say Louis Oliver, but yeah, that
Man,
that
this so
memorable
far,
pick six off Kelly, man, sent me through the damn roof, man. That was so enjoyable when we beat the crap out of them that time in Buffalo.
Yeah.
103-yard pick six to the house, man. Perfect.
All right. Man, you're getting the defensive category. I'm shuffling this. Your best cornerback, all-time Dolphins cornerback.
I'm gonna say Sam Madison.
Sam Madison, hell yeah. And last but not least, linebacker.
Well, I picked Thomas, but he was MVP. Well, because you said I can't pick him twice, though, right?
Yeah, you can't pick him twice.
Okay, I'm gonna go with John Offerdahl.
John Offerdahl, hell yeah. Great picks, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this every guest. But before we
there you go. You put me in the box on that one because I was giving Zach all the accolades, but I go with John Offerdahl. God damn it. Yeah.
So before we end this up, I gotta do this real quick.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Chef Juice got the best cupcakes, man.
Hell yeah.
At the tailgate, his tailgate cupcakes are on point, man. If y'all get a chance to come down and tailgate with us there.
Hey man, Scott Jackson says y'all have the same picks. Hey, great minds think alike, man.
Yep, Scott Jackson. There we go, man. We're in sync, man. We one with the universe, Scott Jackson. We one with the universe.
Oh man.
Yep.
Any final thoughts before I roll this out of here, man? And once again, I appreciate you
Once
for all your
again,
support.
yeah, Shake, we appreciate it, man. I definitely enjoy being the co-host with you, Currency Connection, and our
Insomnia, hell yeah.
insomnia episodes.
We're gonna do a live one this
Little
Saturday.
past midnight for
Mhm.
all of our recent live ones, and then pre-records to
Yeah.
be dropped at about 4 a.m. on Fridays and stuff.
And
Yeah,
shout out to Tony,
definitely.
who's a part of the Tony
And
from the Big Pickup is a part of the panel, by the way. Shout out to
yeah,
Tony, man.
shout out to Tony and for being on the panel with us, and
Mhm.
Talk Seven for being there
Yeah.
for our pre-records and live panels
And
too.
by the way,
So shout
coming
out to both of
soon
them
is
gentlemen.
Red, White, and Bills is coming soon too. My man, homie, man of the hour. Not to
Yeah,
mention, I got a brand new Insomnia Vice City shirt coming soon. It's in the
stay
works.
tuned.
Yeah. I already sent the pictures out to HB when he gets a chance because he's busy. It's gonna be out before the season starts, obviously. So the
Yeah,
Insomnia Vice City shirts is on the way.
the Vice City. So I would say be like Laura Branigan and practice some self-control until
As a
those
matter of
shows
fact, you
come
know
out.
what's funny is
There you go.
this picture is gonna no, yeah, this picture is gonna be on the shirt, and
Okay.
this picture is gonna be on the shirt.
Solo D
This picture is
and
gonna
the
be on the
Let's
shirt
Pick
for
Up
sure.
crew.
Yeah, I'm
Yep,
excited. Yeah, man.
for sure. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good shirt, man.
Yeah, man. I'm looking for, like I said,
Goes
this
now.
year, Nene is coming in the blender this year again. We're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
talk about how she's doing in law school. She aced her last exam.
Yep.
Marino's goat is coming in the blender. Man of the future will be in the blender. I'm hopefully, knock on wood, I'm trying to get Dade 305, Dade from Twitter
Mm-hmm.
to come on here.
To come
Um,
on, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna
Couple
get some new
get a
faces.
couple of the Twitter people. Yep.
And hopefully, knock on wood, EM the legend, the Texas legend, will be in the blender for season 3. I'm looking forward to that.
Followed by Pete's as well.
Yeah, Pete.
Remember
Yeah,
that's the combo.
yeah.
Pete
Pete will be on
will
here
be
too.
following EM for sure.
Yeah,
He
Pete will be on
guaranteed
here.
that he will. Yeah, Pete said he would guarantee to follow EM at the very next episode once EM does his. So that's a
And by the way,
promise.
if you guys are at Best Buy and you need help with your computer gear, McDaniel will be there to help assist you.
That's a good one. He is the perfect Best Buy employee.
And of course, we have Tua eating
Yeah,
chips.
he's at the chip stand.
Yeah. So once again,
Yep.
man, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Hey, this Tuesday
And
will be DJ Vince. This Tuesday, man. This right here, this young man right here, DJ Vince, which I know Lou knows who he is, man. He's got a new YouTube channel, and he's also in I can't forget Cam 5954. I'm getting him to come in the blender too.
right.
Cameron Scott. So I mean, we got some
Everybody
good guests
wish
coming in.
and Shake enjoyed your birthday
Yeah,
and
appreciate you, man. Thank you.
many more.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody wish Shake a happy birthday.
47, baby.
You never don't ask him how old he is. He's 47 years young. That's the
47,
key.
baby. 47.
He's not 47 years old. He's 47 years young.
And who knows? In another 47, we might. In another 47 years, we might win a
Right.
playoff game.
We might win in the playoff game. Exactly. Yep. We're gonna whip out our ARP cards at that point. You know.
Thank
Yep.
you, Cat for Life.
Yeah. Cap
Thank
for
you,
life.
Jack. Appreciate you. 47 feeling like 37, baby. Tell him. Hell yeah. So,
Oh yeah. For sure. You there, Shake?
Yeah,
There you
my
go.
bad. My mouth's had a hair trigger. So, well, we'll see you. Hey, we'll see you this Saturday night on Insomnia. So, y'all on the Finn
Stay
Tailgate
tuned.
Network, and of course, this Friday, tomorrow, will be the drive time. So, guys, I appreciate y'all. As always, fins up. We out this biatch.
Hands up, everybody.
Fins up.
Shake.
I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K. I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K.